I'm muted. How you
Okay, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking it's me because you usually get on me for being muted. I'm
Because
like,
I unplugged my mic on accident. It
like,
just
am I
goes
muted?
default.
What's
How
going on?
y'all doing?
What up? What up?
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? What
It's
up?
Tuesday. It's Tuesday, y'all. What's going on? We the Breaking Barriers podcast. We here. We in here. Hey,
Something like
Danica.
what up, though?
Yeah. It's a blessing to be a blessing.
Yeah, something like that. That what they say. Yeah.
Look, welcome back. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We got some stuff to talk about. We got a guest co-host coming on, a return guest co-host. I was hoping we had a fan favorite tonight, but we'll see. Maybe he'll join later. I don't know. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Hey, baby girl, that's my baby girl.
What up,
Hey.
though?
We shall see. So, how's y'all week been going? What y'all been up to? What y'all got going on?
Busy, man. Busy. I actually have started going into offices again. I was doing a lot of virtual, presentations and trainings, but now, people want to get back to this face-to-face stuff. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, for sure, right? When you used to kind of doing everything from home.
Right.
But I'm working this schedule out. I'm working it out. I'm getting back. But that's what I've been on.
Okay. Okay. Dreen, I see you busy with that Gulf Coast brunch. That big brunch you got going on? The Beyonce concert. You got all kinds of stuff going on over there.
Too much. It's too much
When
going
is the
on.
Beyonce concert you going to?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You going?
Yeah.
You don't sound too happy about it.
I am. I'm excited.
I wish I'd know you was going. I was because I looked at the tickets. I was like, oh, I could go to New Orleans, but I don't got nobody to go with.
Yes, I'm definitely going. And I was like, everybody from Gulfport should just ride a bus down there. And we actually have a black charter bus company here on the coast. So I hit him up. He was like, yeah, we'd love to. So
That's what's up. Oh, y'all gonna have a party? You going down there?
right.
Y'all can drink. Y'all ain't gotta worry about driving, parking, and that's all. That's what's up right there.
The parking part, because New Orleans parking, baby, they're gonna tear your mouth out every time. Because I
Yeah.
think even just parking at the Superdome tomorrow is $50. So the mom and pop parking spots, they finna tax you.
Yeah. Yes, they
That's
are.
regular.
Right.
I know, I know, I know.
That's every weekend out here. You know what I'm saying?
Coming from Gulfport, you don't pay to park nowhere. You park wherever you want to park.
Right.
I miss them days. I be forgetting about how that is.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel, welcome. We ain't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We miss you, Daniel. Well,
Then
for
we
you
know
guys, Oops,
we
I'm
know
sorry.
what's going on with you a little bit. We saw a glimpse into what is to come for your birthday shoot.
Child, listen, let me tell y'all. First of all, let me shout out my team who was there for my photo shoot to help me get through this photo shoot. Because everything that I thought I would do, I did. I panicked like hell. I almost started crying. They literally had to calm me down. It was a full out almost panic attack. Like it was crazy. So they really like came through, held my hand. But I got through it. It was probably one of the most freeing experiences because if you're terrified of something and you actually overcome it, it's freeing. Not saying I'll ever do it again, but I'm glad I did do it. And I think I'm pleased with the outcome and my team is just awesome. So I'm excited about it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever felt like I was gonna like literally stop breathing from something before. That was it. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see all the behind the scenes. They caught all of it. The videographer caught it all, so y'all get to see everything. Yeah, it was traumatizing, but we made it through. We made it through. So, but for you guys who do not know who we are the Breaking Barriers podcast. We make up this trio, and I will introduce my co-host so we can get into these topics. First, I'll introduce my co-host, Mr. Adrian Taylor, aka
Mr. GC.
AKA.
Busy Bee Shouty. Yeah.
Then we got our girl, the Gulf Coast Queen over there, Miss Drena, AKA.
Dreen.
AKA.
Drena finds out.
Yes, God. Y'all need to know something. She coming with the information, okay?
And then we have our host that always has the most going on, Miss Dee Dee, Miss
The Core Queen.
AKA.
My birthday Saturday. Hey, hey.
Did you do anything in Miami?
No, I mean the photo shoot took up the whole day Sunday.
Okay.
So from makeup to body paint to photos, and then I just went and sat at the bar in the hotel, had a couple drinks, and went to sleep, and flew right out the next morning at 7. So
Okay.
I didn't have time to do anything.
Because I know you said your son, you doing his birthday, so actually for this weekend. So
yeah,
I know
his birthday party is Saturday at 2, and then that night we're going. Me and my homegirl that just moved down from PA, where I'm from, her and her fiance, we all going out to dinner for my birthday, and then wherever else we end up after that, turned up. So yeah, we are going to do something. Thank you, Daniel. So we got some topics to talk about, y'all. I'm gonna open the phone lines early, so if y'all want to call in and give your input and talk about some of this stuff, y'all, the phone line is open. The number is right there scrolling across the screen. Be respectful. Do not call me after this show is over, okay? After you say your piece, go on about your life. Thank you.
No.
No, this is not my personal number, so
it don't matter. The possibility that you might answer it though,
right?
I'm hitting you
I
up.
won't. I promise you, I won't. But we're gonna go to our first trending topic. Hold on, y'all got the number. I'll put it across the screen every now and then. But here we go. Trending topics. Here we go. The first one. What y'all think about the NFL this week?
Broncos.
Oh my God.
That game was so sad because like the Dolphins could have scored even more than 70 points if they really wanted to. They actually like slowed down, when they could have kept going, but they didn't, which also tells you how bad Denver's defense is because they couldn't stop them from nothing. And this has been a funny thing because everybody been like Russell Wilson. Like this year, he ain't been playing that bad. Like it's not his fault. Because last year it's like, oh, if he can only score 17, 18 points, well, he's been doing that every game this year. He's been actually playing solid, but they've been giving up all these points that they struggling. So I mean, they trying to blame it on him, but he actually been playing good ball. But yeah, that was definitely the highlight. The Cowboys getting beat by Arizona. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that first off, I think Arizona is blowing the season this year. I think they should have beat the Giants, but they blew the game on purpose. I feel like they should have won all 3 of their games, but they blew their games on purpose. And I feel like they beat Dallas because it's like, well, it's the Cowboys, everybody watching, and we hate the Cowboys. Everybody hate the Cowboys, so we're going to do everybody a favor. We're not going to get this game away. We're going to go on and beat them. Because we got to win some games anyways. We can't blow them all. So, yeah. But Cowboys look real regular.
Let me pause for 1 second just to acknowledge what Daniel wrote. I am so sorry, Daniel. So sorry. That just caught me off guard. He's always talking about his mom on here. So my condolences to your mom passing away.
Yeah, mine as well. I was concerned that when we didn't hear from him, that something may have happened.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Prayers out to you and your family.
Oh, no problem. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear
that. Mr. J.
we was gonna get there. We was gonna make our way there.
Yes, sir.
What is seen sometimes don't have to be told. I mean, so we was gonna make our way there to what the Eagles doing, where they left off last year.
So you was talking about So you were talking about Arizona, but what about Dallas in that game? Because everybody was talking about how
Oh
great.
nah, Dallas got exposed, meaning like Dallas defense had really been winning their games. They offense been real regular, and then the offense had to actually play this game, and they was real regular. They couldn't do nothing against Arizona, so they lost. Dak, I don't know, man. Dak just done regressed, and I don't know if it's just because of the running game ain't the same. You know, when Zeke was at his peak, I don't know. You got I don't know. I don't know what to say about Dak. I don't know what because he got weapons. So that's not the problem, right?
Yes,
CD is one of the best wide receivers out. Yeah, and they got Gallup, which he been catching some crazy balls. Pause. I can't even believe I said pause, but you know, I figured somebody was gonna jump in on me for saying that.
But Dallas, like they first two games, I'm like, y'all played trash teams.
Yeah. And the defense, you know, they haven't like, I mean, you know, you get 3 and 4 turnover defense scoring pick sixes and all that, like you're gonna win the game. But so yeah, Dallas looked real regular. You know, I think they'll be a playoff team, but I don't think they winning no Super Bowl. They ain't gonna, you know, like last year, solid team last year, you know, make the playoffs, might win in the first round. That's about it.
Same thing. Yeah. My Eagles, I mean, they did a better job. I think they're adjusting. They're making adjustments with the offensive coordinator. So the play calling was way better this week.
Way better. AJ got the Brown. AJ got the Brown. AJ got the ball more.
Yeah.
They made sure to get him the ball. And Swift, hey, that boy Swift out there. That boy coming into his own. You know, Philly, born and raised. Swift, he doing his thing. So he coming on top.
And actually, them leaning on the run more was like, finally, y'all got all these running back. What the hell?
Right.
So I'm glad about that. And what y'all think about old Ursha Raymond with the Super Bowl announcement?
I'm excited.
It makes sense. It just,
And to see people saying like, maybe I would be excited if this is the early 2000s. I'm like, Usher's always been Usher. He ain't never fell off. If anything, he took time off. He ain't never fell off.
Usher is he is a legend. Everything about him is still on point. He is crisp. His voice is sharp. Man, please. He's aging backwards. Listen.
I'm just excited to see, you know, who he's gonna bring. Cause I mean, you think about we know you gotta do you can't do some part of you know, so you gotta have LeJon and Luda out there. You gotta I'm thinking probably a song with Diddy. I'm thinking he probably gonna bring Diddy out.
He gonna bring Justin Bieber out, I'm sure.
Justin Bieber. JD gonna do some ad libs.
JD.
Yep. So yeah, and I guess it depends on where he go from there. I mean, it's so much. I mean, when you think about it, there's so much he can do. So I want
to go so bad.
You want to go?
I already looked up tickets and everything.
Oh Lord, Mr. J, what?
Goodbye. They couldn't stand on the club stage, let alone the Super Bowl stage. Bye.
Everybody be looking like, who is this?
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be.
If they was up there, we would all be like this.
We would be waiting for halftime to be over.
All like that. Like they did us so dirty by putting him up here. But yeah, Usher gonna do his thing. I'm ready to see it. I just want to see how he puts it together because it's gonna be crazy because he got so many songs and then so many features that he can do.
This shit gonna be crazy. But you know what I thought about? These white folks tired of us on our black asses.
Hey man, Jay-Z did it. You know what? I from my understanding, they was gonna switch up. this year it wasn't going to be somebody of color headlining, but I think that just what Usher has done in Vegas is just undeniable. So it's like, yo, we gotta do this. We gonna have to push this back. Cause I can't, who was they saying at first? I can't even remember. At this point, now I can't even remember. But it was it'll come to me probably later. But yeah, they was talking about the front runners that was gonna do Vegas. But I think Usher just kind of swooped in just because it's like it just makes sense. The hotness of what's been going on, how he been just trending so much lately. It just made sense.
I'm excited.
And he got an album coming out after. So yeah.
Even whenever they bring like rock bands out, like when they had Imagine Dragons, he brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce. Like they're not going to be able to hold the stage on their own. Like they're going to have to bring out like more, like either hip hop or R&B style artists to go along with it. They won't be able to hold it just for that long.
Katy Perry, she brought out Missy. She brought out your boy 3-6. Juicy J. Like they typically bring people out. So I that's why I'm you think about all the collabs Usher done did. I mean, all the songs he done did himself. You like who he gonna bring out? He got to bring out JD. He got to bring out Diddy. You know what I'm saying? You're just thinking of the people that he kind of got to do something with. I'm excited though.
They is not gonna have no Cash Money reunion at this child.
No.
Nah. So what they may do is have somebody bring Wayne out, is what I'm thinking. Kind of like how Travis Scott was brought out. Part of a set. I think they may bring out Wayne.
Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not. We love Cash Money. We love Cash Money, but I mean, outside of Wayne, like they don't. It
would be more of a Young Money.
Yeah. So now you do a Young Money, with Wayne, Nicki, Drake.
That's a different ballgame.
That's a different thing. But Cash Money, like when you thinking Wayne, BG, Turk, no.
That's regional.
Yeah. And we love them, but
I love them.
People gonna be like, no.
Right.
No. So.
Oh shit. All right, y'all. We're gonna move along to the icebreakers because I think we spent a lot of time in our trending topics. We're gonna go to the question of the week because Adrian like to stir the pot sometimes.
Hey man, y'all be telling me to do it.
Where's the strangest place you met someone you dated? Y'all both answered the same way, didn't y'all? I think so.
I mean, y'all know mine.
But so y'all think that's a strange place, though, the internet?
Facebook? Well, for me, I think so. I think so at the time. I think if you meet somebody on Facebook now, it wouldn't be, a big thing. That was, when we met, that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all nobody sent the link to the.
According to my mama, meeting people on the internet are weird. I'm like, everybody is on the internet now.
Nah, yeah. So I think now it's like, I mean, most people, meet people on Instagram. People meet people on social media to date. But I think, there was a time where it was like, whoa, this is weird. You know what I mean? Like when people were meeting on MySpace, Black Planet, all of those different things is like, I mean, I guess, but it was kind of taboo. I don't really think it's taboo now.
Yeah.
For people to meet and start dating. So yeah, that was one. Another, let me see. I don't know what's considered weird. I met someone at a gun range. Is that weird? It's different. I had a date.
No, I don't.
Range, and
Well, I guess I don't think it's weird because like y'all have something in common.
So
Classic.
I guess you just never think about like, I had a date. Somebody I was at a gun range and I met someone and we went out on a date.
I when I saw the question, besides the whole internet thing, because I was joking, because like Adrian said, now it's like a common thing. But I was like, I know somebody who was out on a first date and bumped into the person they were on a date with, like group of friends, and then ended up like down the line hooking up with one of those people that they met when they were on that first date with the person. So I think that's kind of strange.
Yeah,
I,
that might be strange. So I guess that could be strange, right? I met someone while, I was dating, but I came across like, cause they had mutual friends and we met and then we ended up, going out. Yeah. Is that weird? They weren't like tight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just had a mutual friend. Yeah.
I always wondered like, do people like meet people at like swingers parties and stuff like them fetish parties and actually date them seriously? Like, they, I don't know.
The club, that's weird to me.
He said, "Excuse me, it was a Halloween party and the company was trying to scare people." Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
In the club, that's weird to me.
You think meeting people in the club is weird?
Yeah, meeting somebody
Why?
to actually date in the club, that's weird to me.
Why?
I never really dated somebody I met in the club.
Oh,
Not seriously dated, no.
I don't know if they still happen, Daniel. My homegirl told me about key parties.
What's a
I
key
was like,
party?
so a key party is when you go to somebody's house or wherever, an event, you put your keys in a bag or basket, or whatever, and you pull out whoever keys you pull out, that's who you sleep with that night.
Wow. Okay, I never heard of that before. Yeah, I never heard of that before. All right.
Yeah.
No,
But I'd
that's
just be
new.
interested because my like one of my friends, like they're really into this lifestyle. And I just be in awe because it's like a whole nother world. And I'm like, but do you like find somebody there? Like, how does this work? This is a lot. I don't know. I don't
Wow.
know.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's a lifestyle I'm not privy to. I don't know. What keys? Oh,
Both
who
said,
keys are these?
yeah, but
They
what if
mine.
I'm like, what if I picked somebody I don't want? I don't want them. Can I switch out?
Switch out. Do over. Number two. Number two. Yeah.
It's
No.
like
But
I ain't-
normally,
on the
the
cruise.
ones that I've heard about is like is normally like married couples. So the married couples go to each other's houses and they swap. You pick the keys and you sleep with that person's husband or wife.
Um, and like on cruise ships with the whole pineapple thing. Like, do y'all know about that? Like, people put
Mhm.
decorating their doors with the pineapples, and if you do it like upside down, that means
You swing. You
Hold up.
trying
What?
to have
Hold up.
you
Time
have
out. Hold up. Help. Say that again.
like they're like people go on these cruises and like
Okay.
have you ever been on a cruise?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how people decorate their doors like different ways or whatever. Some
Hmm.
people will put pineapples out, and those people are swingers. And if they have the
mhm.
pineapple on their door decorated like upside down, that means
Hmm.
they're welcome to like new people. Like new people are more than welcome to like come in. It's a whole thing on cruise ship.
Yo,
Yep.
y'all hipping me to the game. I ain't never heard about none of this. Like,
Pineapple. Uh-huh.
So if you ever go on a cruise,
okay.
Adrian, and you at the bar and there's a couple keep sending you drinks,
Yo, I ain't never heard of this.
They trying to
Wow.
get you and Debbie cookies.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. All right. What else y'all got before
All
we
right,
move on?
listen. Oh God, really, Daniel? He said hence the spread of
Right.
COVID on cruise ships. Yeah, well,
All right.
no, we're not going to host one of these parties, Mr. J. I'm not into sharing, especially knowingly. No. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. Next topic. Icebreaker. Last one. Um, what is or was the GOAT of reality TV? Greatest of all time reality TV.
Ooh.
I
All
think you
right.
gotta go. Okay, Adrian, you go.
For me, right? Go. I mean, I think is extremely simple. I don't think anybody disagrees with this, but I mean, you kind of got to go with real world. So I personally, real world, I love like the challenges that they have. Like I still watch the challenges if it come on TV.
Jerry Springer.
That's that's
Flavor of Love. I'm with you on that one, Daniel.
Jerry Springer is reality TV.
No, we're not listening to him no more. Yeah, Flavor of Love.
I'm like, that's
You
I mean,
said
it's a
real,
talk
real
show, right?
world wasn't even in my brain.
But yeah,
Flavor of
like I still watch those shows. I mean, I watched Flavor of Love.
Daniel said you put him to sleep.
I mean, clearly it can't be that bad because Flavor of Love don't come on, but the challenges still do. So
Yeah.
it you Z's but they didn't put like 20 of them, 30. Real World was like what 20 plus seasons,
It
and
gotta it gotta be like 40 something seasons now. Like it's crazy.
it's crazy. And so yeah, and it
Well,
don't
white
stop.
people,
And I
when
still
white
watch it.
people fund shit, they fund it. So I don't know if it has anything to do with. But when the
The
machine wants something to go, it's gonna go.
I
I mean,
think
most black people, the
But I
face.
like Ray J a little better than Flavor of Love, but that's just
I
me.
like Real Chance of Love,
oh Lord. Oh God. So I
and I
did
love.
I've always been a fan of Real World and Road Rules because it was just crazy seeing that dynamic of like these strangers getting together and things that go so left so quick. But I really think if we saying like reality TV for what it is now, I think you got to go with Flavor of Love because it was the first time because like the Real World was all just regular people being put together, but Flavor of Love was one of the first times you saw a celebrity with like all these
Mhm.
people who were just like wanting to get that attention. Flavor of Love is like bananas, so crazy.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I agree. I gotta go with Flavor of Love, Real Chance of Love. I love New York, but one that I completely forgot about
Mhm.
until today. I don't know if y'all remember this show, Hell Date.
I loved Hell Day.
Oh
Yes.
my God, Hell Date was hilarious. That was good. Hey, little Adrian.
Mm.
Yeah, these shows like now I don't know. It's not the same as I don't know. You said New York. Her mom,
Ooh,
she's the
she was
queen of
nuts.
mamas on reality TV.
um, I can't lie. I like College Hill. I used to be one of them that watched College Hill. Um, when it
College
came,
Hill, that Atlanta season, and then that Virgin Island season. Oh my God.
them too.
I
I
think I.
still watch them from time to time. If it,
Oh, what
those
about?
were crazy. Which is what it got too crazy that people was complaining because they like, yo, this is crazy. Which then they took it away because they felt like it got too crazy.
What about
Those.
America's Next Top Model? That
Oh
was my
yeah.
shit.
America, who
America's
Next
Next Top
top model.
Model.
next
That
time
was my
model?
shit.
Okay.
I loved it. My favorite season was with Eva and Takara and Yaya, all of them. That was my favorite
Mhm.
season. Um, I really was a fan of Jersey Shore only
I
because of
was too. I can't even lie to you.
Ron
I
and
love
Sammy,
Jersey Shore.
Oh, Jersey Shore, yeah,
I did. I
Ron and
was
Sammy,
I
and
was watching Jersey Shore.
all that
yeah.
toxic love stuff. I was
And they
like, this
still got a
is
show.
yeah,
They still getting bread. They like, and it's crazy because that been like us doing reality TV 15 years ago, and then what I'm saying, now we got families, kids, all that. Now we still
I like
yeah.
Baldwin Hills too, Danica. I like that show too. That was good. And Daniel, Mama June ain't got shit on I Love New York Mama. Period,
Come on,
point,
it's
and the
crazy.
blank.
Come on, it's
That
crazy.
lady was insane.
And crazy,
Oh.
crazy. Like
Between her, what's the lady name? Jim Jones' mama and Mama D. Child, please.
they need their own show.
We talking about reality TV show. You got to talk about Keisha Cole and her family and
Oh,
Fantasia and her
Frankie,
family.
rest in peace, Frankie.
Frankie.
Mm.
But did y'all used to watch Fantasia's family?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Her Fantasia's family was so damn funny. It was an episode when that brother was trying to cut back on spending money. And he called the cable company and was like, y'all can cut my cable off. And they did it like instantly.
Oh
It
yeah.
was Making
Whoa,
the band was like a whole different machine. The when Diddy took over, like it was crazy.
Megan the Band was my show.
It was
You got
cool.
that. I love that show.
It was all right.
I loved it. I loved it.
Lori Ann Gibson gave me
Boom Boom
like
Cat, Miss Boom Boom Cat.
Yeah, it was all right. I don't know. It was all right to me. It was
I
cool.
love that show.
Um,
Delicious was just on the Shade Room the other day with her bad surgery, plastic
know.
surgery body.
Delicious looked like a whole new woman out here in these streets.
She
For
was
real.
married to Raymond Santana, one of the exonerated five. Central Park.
Oh yeah, I
5.
remember that.
He got the hell away from her. I know that's right. Well,
I did.
yeah, that was my show. Dylan.
It was cool. I wasn't. I didn't think they was all that talented. So
I love that show.
I
watched
love-
every season. All right, we need to get our guest on here, y'all. Delisa is back. Delisa is back, y'all. All right, y'all, we about to go into our main topics. Like I said earlier, the line is open if you want to call in and talk. We about to talk some shit. Okay. Well, we got a special guest, co-host coming back. She's a returning guest. Her name is Delisa Walton. She is 44 years old, out of Atlanta, Georgia. ATL Shawty, and she is single, ready to mingle. Hey, Delisa.
Hey, boo. Hey, y'all.
Welcome back.
I'm in the building. Let's do it.
Let's go. Look, we got some stuff to talk about today. We done started some shit on social media this week with these topics.
That'd be y'all. I'd just be an innocent bystander.
Some folks be mad. They be all in their feelings. I'm like, it's okay. Y'all don't know us. Y'all don't know us. We don't know you. This isn't a real place. It's social media. We can't pull up and park and walk in. It's all right.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go with our first topic. Can we please, and I mean please, discuss the current state of hip hop? Just real quick. What I mean by that is, so I keep hearing specifically about like Sukihana, Sexy Red, these types of women that everybody likes them because they're so relatable. What are we relating to? Can we get our life together? What's relatable? What is it? What's going on?
I'm not relating to I'm not relating to having a sick cat with gonorrhea and all that other stuff that Sexy Red talk about. I'm not relating to Sukihana. I'm sucking a nigga ass. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know where the fuck these little girls come from with, I want to suck his ass and his toes. Like, no, the fuck I don't. No, I don't. That's the lie. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I don't desire to suck his ass and his toes and have a gonorrhea. No, I don't. Hip hop is in shambles. If that's what we gotta listen to, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hip hop is over. It's
oh God. Hold on, I gotta catch my breath. I laughed too hard on that.
I'll say this: like, if hip hop don't wake up, it's gonna be pop. So what it's gonna be the same thing like how R&B is, where you have a few artists that can still eat, and the rest, if you're not kind of making popular music, you just gonna be a regular artist. So I you know what I mean? Because there's artists that's just not gonna be denied. If Kendrick drop an album, is gonna do crazy. If Drake, even Drake, right? He just dropped a song, and people not really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, he dropped an album. He's still Drake, but and the song is number one. So I don't want to take away, but they not, typically, when he drop a song, it's like crazy. Streets is crazy. Everything's going crazy. It's hip hop is about to be where you have a lot of middle people, and then you have a few big dogs, and that's how it's gonna go. That's the same thing with R&B now. You got a lot of middle people. You got to search for the music and find it, but you only got a couple big dogs. Better wake up.
Yeah, and mentioning that Drake is number one, I mean, that's easy. He has a machine behind him. They put the money in, he's gonna always get the numbers. Like that's easy when you got the money to pour into that.
But usually it's like the streets is going crazy when he drops something. It ain't really happening this time.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to, he could. I don't think he cared that much no more. And the industry is pushing who they want to push. They putting in our face who they want to put in our face. They're paying the blogs to push who they want to push. So they're always going to keep ignorance in our face. They're always going to keep pushing that agenda to the impressionable teens who stream the music all the time. So, I mean, Sexy Red and Sukiyama is what they relate to because they're pushing ignorance. They're going to keep pushing it.
I didn't even know Sukiyama was a rap artist. I didn't know how I just thought she was like an online persona type person.
Drugs and weapons been in hip hop. Like that's been a staple since the late 80s, early 90s. So I can't necessarily agree with that one.
If you're an established artist before 2018, you're safe. Everybody is coming and going fast. And that's because there's no artist development.
No.
Right now, all you got to do is have numbers on social media, maybe be TikTok famous or whatever, and then you real quick in, real quick out.
And that's why you have a lot of weirdos, in the industry too, as well, because, they got good music or they got a good following that people have, jumped behind, but you wonder why they kind of weird. And, you trying to, talk to them or get a good conversation. You're like, wow, this is weird. Because they don't have any artist development. They haven't been developed to have media training and, things of that nature. So they're weird.
And if you talk to kids now, have a conversation with children now. And that level of conversation is so off because they like the knowledge that they lack is just low. So they're pushing this agenda to them because they can get to them because it's literally on their level of ignorance. It's like, why would you like this? Right. And I'm not saying one of the arguments that people keep having is that, oh, well, your parents were saying the same thing about the music you listen to. And so like it keeps going generate. But this type of music is killing people. This drill music is literally killing people. You got little girls in elementary school and middle school literally having unprotected sex, getting caught sucking penises at a large rate. Maybe back then you had a couple that was just fast, but now it's like the norm. And this music is really influencing them.
Yeah. My daughter last week, we had a conversation. I think she was talking about Sexy Red, and she was like, why do you think she says the stuff she says? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think it's probably more for like attention. I was like, I do feel like she's living that life, but she was like, it sounds good, but like what she says, like, I just can't believe she's saying it. I was like, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that. Like people gonna try to push the envelope, but
yeah, because now it's more about shock value, clickbait, what's gonna go viral. It don't matter if it makes sense or make you look good, as long as they can get the money and get the fame and the attention. They don't care. They cool with looking crazy. They don't care about their legacy and their image.
People will say like the whole with Megan and Cardi, the song Bongos, and Cardi was like, my pussy tight like a nun. What? Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Nun pussy tight, baby.
And then even the song, even the Drake song, Drake's song with SZA, and he was like, some whips like America when it comes to slaves. What? What are we rapping? What are you talking about?
It don't even matter. As long as it got a good beat. It does not matter. As long as that beat popping and them kids making a dance, they making a TikTok dance to it, or the strippers could twerk to it in the strip club. They do not care what them lyrics are saying in them songs.
They don't. They don't. Everything y'all saying is real. That's 100%.
And then the crazy part is we talk about this all the time. We always talk about how men get to a certain age and they're asking, well, where are all the quality women of value at? They back there at the club where you was paying for that thing to be bongoing and popping and twerking a couple years ago.
Yeah, you want to see them titties swinging.
Yeah, now you want some value.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Adrian, you want to answer this question? Is there any hip hop new artists that you guys really feel is good to listen to? Yep, Toby and Weak Way.
But he ain't new.
Well, he's new compared to like 2018, folks. Like a lot of people don't know Toby like that. They don't push him like they should.
I've been listening to Toby for a minute. Like,
we talking about the world, Adrian, not just you.
Right. So I guess my bad. When you said new artists, that didn't come to my mind. And when you said, I'm like, new artists, like he's been out for a minute. But like you said, he's still making his way to that main stage. So I guess
my daughter said Rod Wave.
Now she's right. Rod Wave is a new artist. He even though he's a little sad.
Child, he made me want to slice my wrist.
Yeah, he made me want to go ahead and walk him to the light sometimes. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just let me end it all right now. Yeah, listen to him. Yeah, I'm gonna end it all.
Yeah. Of course, Cole and Kendrick will always be two of my faves.
I love J. Cole.
I listen to
my main man.
I listen to little buddy out of Memphis. I can't think of his name right now. That's crazy. I sound like old folks. Yeah.
Moneybag.
I like Moneybag, yo.
Because what else does Moneybag have besides Glorilla?
But I don't think Moneybag. I don't even consider Moneybag new. What's my man name? Just did the Back That Thing Up remix. Youngster. He like 20
Black
years
Youngster?
old.
No, I know who you're talking about. That
Oh
my God.
I feel bad because I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, NLE Chopper. There we go. I listen to NLE Chopper.
I ain't know NLE Chopper.
I don't know none of these new folks, and for a long time, I thought if you would have showed me a picture of NLE Chopper and NBA YoungBoy, I thought those were the same people.
Ooh, child, no.
They do favor. I can see the resemblance.
Not even looking at them, but I just was like, I don't know who these people are.
What's their
because the industry is so saturated. It's too many artists doing the same shit, sounding the same. It's just too much happening at the same time. It's
I hear the baby and Lil Baby. That's all. Oh.
If the baby make the same song one more time, I'm going to lose my mind.
You said the baby or Lil Baby?
The baby.
Both of them.
He trying. He trying to switch it. He
trying to switch up what?
His flow.
No, he not.
With the dance song? Because he trying to go into the dance hall, sounds like?
I don't know what he doing, but he trying to switch it up for sure. I mean, I give him
flow
that.
It's still the same.
Didi, I said he trying. You get that man credit for trying. Get that man for trying.
He raps exactly the same tempo, pace, everything on every fucking song. It irks my soul. Irks my soul. He is very creative though when it comes to videos. That I'll give to him. His visuals are on point. What? Who? JID is Cole's pit bull out of the east side of Atlanta. Okay. What?
Yeah, I don't know none of that.
I ain't got time.
Yeah, I don't know about. I don't even know nothing about that.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm past Kendrick, Cole, Drake, those cats. Like you kind of getting out my. Yeah, them the young cats to me. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move to our next topic because this topic It's irking my spirit in the Black community.
Do I need to sit this one out?
No, we need you to definitely speak up on this because I'm not gonna say what I feel, but can we discuss this whole notion that quote I am young, so I can be reckless? That mentality in the Black community. Why is being young equated to being able to do things that ruin your life? I feel like Black men in particular, Black women, they do certain things in their lives early on that can ruin their lives forever or make it very, 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 very difficult to dig out of those holes and use being young as a crutch of why they're doing it.
Well, I think personally they use it because we've allowed it. Like that's the narrative we painted, honestly, for a lot of the kids. Because as parents, because I speak for myself as a parent, like we make that excuse for them, and we've given them that, so they take it and they run with it. You know, when they do something wrong, we like, no, you just young and dumb. You know, we say it so much, not consciously thinking, okay, that the kid is taking that on to think himself, yeah, well, I'm just young, so she's just gonna say, you know, I'm young and I'm dumb, so I'm just gonna do dumb shit, and that's what she's gonna say. I'm young and I'm done. But I think we do it unconsciously.
Well,
And
Daniel,
honestly, just a mistake we
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Daniel saying young people of all races do that. Young people are stupid. But the problem with young Black people doing this, we don't have a fallback plan. We don't have a safety net. We don't have a way out of certain things that are already against us to make certain mistakes that other races can and still come back out on the top.
I agree because like a Black boy can go shoot somebody, he's going to jail for a life sentence. A little white boy can do the same thing. He's not going to spend not one day in jail and might get 1 year probation.
That part.
And that's just being real. Like, that's not being racist. That's just what it is. And that's today's world. That's the world we live in. That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
And it really depends also on where you are.
There's a difference from being, there's levels. There's being dumb. It's being stupid, being reckless, right? You know, doing dumb stuff, right? You know, we everybody done did dumb stuff, but it didn't. When I say dumb stuff, it ain't messing your life all the way up, right? You know, we done went to a party that we probably shouldn't have went to, or maybe we done got too drunk in a place we shouldn't have got too drunk, right? Stuff that shouldn't have happened, but you know, stuff you can come back from, you know what I mean? And then you got, you know, these things where I'm carrying this gun into this party, you know, where there's strict gun laws. And, you know, I got patted down, I got caught with the gun. Now I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? Like reckless. Where it's like, bro, you know, come on. What are we doing here? You know you can't take no gun in that club. Like, why'd you do that? You know what I mean? So I think we have to kind of classify like that. And some people take doing reckless things like, oh, I was dumb. I was young. And it's like, no, you were stupid, because there's consequences to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being young and dumb is I got drunk in this party and I was in Dee backyard throwing up. You know. That's being young and dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't hurt nobody. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put nobody's life in danger. I slept on the couch, like, you know what I mean? But what the heck did I get that drunk for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's young and dumb.
Daniel, I agree with what Daniel just said. Having sex with no condom is being reckless. Shooting someone isn't being reckless. I think shooting someone is absent mindless, undisciplined behavior. But I'm glad he said that, because I wanted to pinpoint one particular thing in the Black community, because a lot of times, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of times women will men too, they'll get on podcasts and somebody will ask them, how many kids do you have? And they'll be like, oh, I'm 29 with 4 kids. I'm like, God damn, like, oh, I was young. What you mean? You were young and kept having kids? Like, that's reckless behavior.
That's very reckless. That's why I tell people, okay, you had one, cool, maybe two. But when you start getting 3s and 4s and 5s, like, no, you was
That's
reckless and
not a
you was stupid.
mistake. Yeah,
Yeah, you
those
know
are
what
not
I'm saying?
mistakes.
Like,
Those are
at
not
some
accidents.
point, you
That's
got to
definitely that's
realize,
not
like,
accident.
yo, I got to switch this up.
Right.
And some don't.
Yeah. And those are the choices. And I'm like, how, like, there were people that were that age too that didn't make that reckless decision. How do we keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over in the Black community? We keep doing it. Oh, I was young. How do you like? It's
Maybe because
worth
they
it.
have they get a
A
rush.
lot of,
They get a rush.
especially Black men, are told we be lucky to live past 25. So that makes us risk takers. What I gotta lose? I don't mind you taking risks, but why does the risk have to be a bad risk, like
Right.
a
All the risk
detrimental
has
risk to
to
my
be
life?
that I could possibly do 10 to life
Right.
in jail.
Why can't it be a positive risk? You know what? I'm a gamble on my life and I'm gonna do better.
That ain't no fun, Diddy.
Obviously.
It's not.
But I guess that 23 and 1 in that cell is. I don't know, because I ain't
Yeah.
going. I'm just saying.
Looking
I mean,
around.
I feel like one, yeah, being young and the reckless behavior is just out of control. But also, I don't know if people aren't telling their children or aren't raising their children. Like, even when you do make dumb choices, we don't get the same opportunities after that as other communities do. So, like, you have to be extra careful on what you do. Like, why are you riding around in the car with your friends with a gun? Like, what are y'all doing? And like showing it to people. What do you expect to have to come from that? When the police pull you over, they're not gonna see you as, oh, these are just some 13 and 14-year-olds. Like, they didn't just steal their dad's car and ride around the neighborhood. Like,
Right.
you criminal. This is criminal activity. Like, I don't understand why people. I don't. I just don't get it. Like, there was a thing here that happened with the, I think, 15-year-old. He was shot by the police at the Dollar General. Well, what happened was him and his friends were riding, speeding down the road, like main roads here, showing the gun to people like they were like trailing somebody, just random people, and then they would pull right up on them, showing them the gun. So you got like 3, 4, 5 people calling to report them to the police, like, "Hey, we're being chased down the road by people with guns and they got masks on." They don't know that these are 13 and 12 year
Right.
olds in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't understand the mindset of still passing on this generational trauma and not trying to break that. I had a child at 18. I'll be damned if my child would have had a child at 18. I made sure it was my life's work that my daughter did not have a child at 18. Like, just wasn't going to happen. I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power to set her up for success so she does not carry this on to another generation. And now here she is, almost 27 years old, a registered nurse, living on her own, doing her own thing, taking care of herself, finally about to have a baby at almost 27. Like, we weren't about to do that shit again. We're not doing it. I'm sorry. It's not,
Let's
it's crazy.
see.
Like, no. Being young is not an excuse for reckless behavior and continuous reckless behavior. For you to
Mm.
continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over and say, "Oh, I was young. Oh, I was young. Oh, I was young." Really? No. Your parents need their ass whooped. They need their ass whooped. All right, y'all. I got a question for y'all, especially y'all ladies, y'all single ladies.
Oh,
Would
this
you
the
go?
one I need to sit out.
Would you go on a blind date, or have you gone on a blind date? If you have not gone on a blind date, would you? Why or why not?
Ooh, I want to hit his. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm not gonna even lie. I'm scared. I'm scared. They done
Why?
scared me. These
For what?
these
Why?
men have scared me. I ain't going on no blind date because I could be going with a man.
All right, let
Shit.
me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If your friend hooked you up with a blind date, would you do it?
I tell my friend to go to hell because I know it's some bullshit somewhere. I don't trust it. No.
Your friends don't
She'll
like
fuck
you.
around and bring me a nigga that she'll bring me a nigga that look like he'll look like $1 million goddamn dollars. I get him home after a week and he'll treat me like dog shit. No.
Yeah, you don't like your friend. Your friends don't like you. Then
I'm just gonna
you need to
get me a old boo.
You need to get you some new friends.
That's on his way out of here.
That's your best bet.
That's my best bet to get me a 7-year-old. Because she don't know what she picking for me because the pick out here is slim pickings. I'm sorry. It's slim pickings out here. You got to try to determine if your man is really a man now. You got to make sure
he is in Atlanta now. She is in Atlanta.
Exactly. You got to try to make sure your man don't like boys because you subject to come home and your man to be at home with a man and you like, what the hell's going on? So, I mean, you got to... I'm just saying.
Yeah, because if I was single, I would go on a blind date with my friends if they hooked it up.
I'm scared.
I'm not gonna be scared. But also I stand on the fact that I feel like that's your best chance of really finding someone that's gonna take you serious is based on what your friends do. So if I was to be like, hey, I got this nice young lady that, I want to hook you up with, you know what I'm saying? Typically, because of me, my boy's going to take it more seriously. And then if I holler at my homegirl and say the same thing, typically she's going to take it a little bit more seriously. Why? Because if they respect me, then it's like, oh, okay, I know Adrian ain't going to send me no bullshit. And both of them going to think like that. And so they're going to be cool. I actually have a couple friends that have gotten married. But maybe I'm different. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will put people definitely in the room of like, yo, if I think that, okay, this person is cool, and what happens from there?
You're full of shit.
I will put you in the room. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, you're full of shit because you tried to hook me up with that ugly motherfucker. Nick.
Huh?
You tried to hook me up with that ugly ass boy.
You see what I'm saying? That right there.
So first off,
see, he gonna say he ain't ugly. I don't know whether he ugly or not.
Drena done seen him. Drena doesn't think he's ugly.
Okay. Well, you've seen who I've dated before. Why do you think I would date him?
The only difference between him and guys you dated, they a little thicker.
Absolutely not. That's not true. His hairline is receding.
See, that's my fear right there.
Will not let it go. He is not cute.
Hairline?
He's not cute.
Hey man, other women beg to differ, so that's why I don't know. But at the same time, But at the same time, I mentioned it, and you said no, and I've never been like, you should do it. You should do it. When you said, nah, not my type. Okay.
Your other friend knock me.
Not knock me.
Whoa. But I never put y'all together. I never did anything. So what we talking about?
Yes, Daniel, we had a speed dating show for me and it was a fucking disaster.
It was a disaster?
A disaster. It was a disaster.
I didn't pick these dudes, so don't look at me.
See what I'm saying about the dating pool? That's why your friends can't hook you up anymore, because if your friends hook you up, they don't know what they getting. They gonna get the representative and they gonna get, oh, he's nice and clean cut and da da da. And I thought he would be a nice match for you.
Daniel said it was hysterical.
To my credit, I do say this at this point in life, right? Most of my friends that are still single at this point, there's typically a reason why. And if I found one that was, like, hey, they got out of a relationship or something like that, that would be different. But typically, most of my friends are single that, that I have for a reason. Most of my guy friends are married. So I can't, you know what I mean? So I can't really hook people up at this point in life because, most of my friends are married now. So
I would.
I got a couple homeboys. If you ready to have some fun though, you want some fun? I got some. I got a homeboy too. I can introduce you to. I'm just saying. Because I wouldn't want to. Mess up your expectations of. Okay, this is a good dude. No. I got somebody you can have fun with. Now, if something happened between that fun and some transpired.
That's your disclaimer.
Yes, that is definitely my disclaimer now. Like, look, because hey, you could be that one that changes who they are, the landscape. Because it's like, yo, they make good money. On the outside, you're probably gonna think they're a great dude, but also there's a reason why.
Yeah, there you go with the also. That's the disclaimer.
It's the reason why 75 to 80% of their friends are married and they're not. It's the reason why. I'm just
Drena, you go on a blind date?
I would go on a blind date.
That's what I'm talking about. Because Drena ready. But she ain't going to Mississippi.
No, scared. The reason I say I would go on a blind date is because I guess I feel like I would trust the people. I guess it depends on who's doing the setting up.
Don't worry about Mr. J. was talking to my son. He about to flood my goddamn house again. I'm about to beat his ass.
But yeah, it would depend on who's doing the setting up.
That part.
But yeah, I would.
I would go on a blind date. I would go on a blind date, and I would do it. But boy, if you mess this up, I'ma cuss your ass out. As soon as I'm texting at the table. You son of a bitch.
I would if in today's time, right?
In today's time, here we go.
If I would rather meet someone through people I knew than trying out everything else.
Yeah.
And that has the most successful rate for successful relationships. Is people meeting that way.
So here's a question.
Mr. J, I don't know you. Nobody. How am I going on a blind date with you and nobody set me up with you?
Here's a question. Can somebody really have a blind date now? Because once you tell somebody the person's name, like
they ain't gonna tell you. You just meet them somewhere and you ain't gonna know the name till you get there.
And I'm gonna be coming in with red roses or whatever, and you gonna wear blue or whatever.
Your red dress.
Right.
Come on, Rosie.
All that. Yeah. Whatever. But no, I think you could go on a blind date, and I think that I don't know for someone that has no expectations and just like, hey, I'm walking into this, whatever happens. I think that's part of the issue too, is that we have so many stipulations when it comes to dating. We don't walk into it like, hey, whatever happens. We like we so triggered. We're looking for so many red flags. It's tough. And this is the reason I feel like if you get introduced by somebody that you're cool with, I feel like you can kind of, in a sense, not worry about that stuff so much, because it's like, okay, this is my people's. My peoples know I don't put up with this shit.
Yeah.
So my peoples wouldn't put me in a situation where I want to cut a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think like I have great men around me. Like I know great men that like are candidates that I can date or am vetting. So I don't think that the pool is as bad as
Well, mail me one, because I can't, girl, don't even get me started on no date. Mail me one, because it's ugly.
Because it's more me being ready to be serious with them because they want the whole shebang. And I'm like, whoa.
Where you at? You in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
That's over. It's over.
Exactly. I'm screwed.
It's over.
I'm screwed.
It's over.
I need to move because I'm fucked.
You do. Where you from?
Mississippi.
What part?
Nothing Mississippi.
Jackson.
Okay. Yeah. From Mississippi.
Okay,
what part? Y'all from Mississippi?
You might need to go back though. Actually, no, you don't need to go back.
No,
What
definitely don't need to go back there.
Yeah,
Atlanta, that's hard. That's tough.
So this is the thing
I'm
that I
about to hang
realized.
up everything and go to Alaska.
So you know what I'm saying? What I learned, and this is kind of a pivot. It's hard for especially Black women. It's extremely hard because what happens is, where you have a pool where it sucks. We know Atlanta like 9-1, something stupid, right? But then you come up here where you can get a date with a brother like that. It's super easy, in the DC area. And a lot of guys with great jobs, all of that. But your pool is bigger, so now you don't know who to choose. You picky now. You extra picky. So you don't know what to do with all that pickiness that you got. So it becomes still hard for you to settle down because now you done dated around and then now you done touched on a couple homeboys. Because once again, especially in that middle class circle of people that's doing good, it's 3 degrees of separation. And now you start to find guys that you keep dating, and it get tough because you like, oh, he knows such and such, such and such. Now it's like,
I think I got somebody for Delisa.
Ooh,
where they at?
I
Where
do.
they at?
Y'all know him.
We knew him.
Yo, he was on the show last week.
Oh,
and
for
the
real?
week before, Fred.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be perfect for her.
Fred?
I just text him. Fred is an amazing.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Yes, Fred is an amazing guy. He is the total package. He is
handsome. The hood.
Oh, he's the total package.
He is the total package. Fred. I think they would go great together.
Okay, you would know. Fred.
I just text him.
Look at Breaking Barriers podcast making.
Look it up.
I just text him out. Hopefully he'll let me see if he'll start watching and he can see.
Hey man, look at you, Delisa.
I think Fred needs
you better get in some light, girl.
Okay.
Remoisturize.
There you go. There you go. I think y'all will be good together. Y'all
go and remoisturize them lips now.
Let me tell you. When I tell you Fred is the total package.
The total package. I like that.
Hey man, we need to get that blonde hair back on the camera now. Stop playing.
You better get in the light. You better get in the light. Fred is a man's man. He is a gentleman. He is a scholar. He makes that money. But he is like, look, I'm gonna tell you, Fred is the man. I'm telling you, saying y'all need it.
Okay, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Fred, I'll try to get him on the show tonight, but he was busy. So
okay.
You next?
You said I'm next. I'm good. I got my my knight in shining armor.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I was gonna have to connect you with somebody.
We got rid of the dust.
I thought I was gonna have to connect you with somebody from the past.
Huh?
With some knock needs and all that.
Wow, not needs. Wow, why would you say that?
We don't do suit buttons, almost button.
Hey man.
Wow.
Hey man. Hey, sometimes you kind of ease up on the gym and you start eating a little bit more. And
I don't subscribe to those kinds of people. If it ain't no medical issue, we ain't got time. Nope, I'm good.
Hey, you hear Daniel? Daniel said,
Daniel, no, we do not.
I like Daniel. I like Daniel, the way Daniel think.
Daniel,
we gotta get Drena squared away first. Get Drena squared away first. Drena next.
Look, exactly. We're gonna go to our next topic because look, we done made us a match. I think. Look, I'm gonna need you to email me your number. I'm gonna send it to Fred. Y'all gonna. I think y'all need. You know me. I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
Listen, you send me a picture of you. I'll send you a picture of him, and we gonna make this thing work.
I got you.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go to our next topic. So, I have a video for this topic.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go because okay, so I don't know if I told Adrian and Drena this, but me and Woe, if he in the comments, had a very good conversation about this video earlier today. We went back and
Uh-oh.
forth for a good minute about this. So I was like, you know what? We need to have this conversation. We need some input on this. So I'm gonna play the video, but the topic is, can men dish what they take? I mean, can they take what they dish out? Because Woe said he doesn't like that quote. So I'm gonna play the video and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
One step
Yeah.
back to this idea that men can't take what they dish out. That's one of the, like, it's one of them things that sound good, but once you start to really unpack it, it's low-key dumb. Because a lot of people can punch hard that can't take a punch to the jaw. I don't know why people think the ability to inflict pain is somehow reflective of the ability to take it. Like when we talk about this thing where men suffering in relationship, it's a whole lot of women that take up a lot of emotional space in a relationship, but couldn't take it at all if a man started to assert his space emotionally, which is why we get called sassy now, right? Men are attempting to hold emotional space in relationship, and because we do it, we sassy. But you can punch hard emotionally, but you can't take it. So this whole men can't take what they dish, bro. Who likes to be in pain? Who likes discomfort? It's one of them things that sound good because the women who've been affected can collectively come together and point their finger. There's a way to avoid accountability for a whole group of women to say that men can't take what they dish out. No, baby, you didn't stand on your standards and he got you again. You wouldn't even have to say something like that if you was one of the women punching back. But let me not encourage toxic behavior.
Ooh. Woo, he shook the table.
And I'm gonna shake that motherfucker back.
He shook the table. Okay.
So I'm just because I'm going first on this one because I feel a way about it. First of all, there was a lot of nuances in this conversation that should have been individual. Second of all, when people say men can't take what they dish out, most of the time they're talking about cheating. So let's be clear on that. All the other stuff he said, that's over there. We ain't talking about that. Men cannot take a woman cheating on them, and they have said this themselves. I'm not saying all, but most. One of the topics that me and Woe discussed was the intent behind cheating. And the reason why Woe said that he didn't like the comment is because he said the intent behind cheating for a man is never to intentionally hurt a woman. But the intent behind, not all, but some. But the intent behind when some women cheat is to be vengeful and to get back at a man and to intentionally hurt them back for being hurt. My response to that is, being an undisciplined creature as a man does not absolve you of the responsibility of knowing that you're going to hurt somebody, even if that's not your intent. You know that if you're going to cheat, that's going to hurt the person that you're with. Even if it's not your intent, even if this your animalistic instinct as this so-called man to cheat on somebody, you know that the outcome is going to be to hurt them, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be doing it in secret. And as a woman, we are built and wired differently. So our response to you cheating on us is going to be absolutely different to how we act when we find out that you cheated on us. Some women may be vengeful and cheat back. I don't know. Other women are just going to take it very hard because we're just wired that way. And if a woman is intentionally trying to get you back because you hurt her without the intent of hurting her, you knew that what you did was going to intentionally hurt her. So what your response is to her cheating on you, now you're hurt, or you can't take what you dished out because her intent was different than yours, is bullshit. And I think it's a cop-out and a lack of accountability on the man's part for saying, oh, well, I can't take it because you meant to hurt me. I didn't mean to hurt you. What the fuck? You damn sure didn't mean to bring me joy.
I'm with you. I definitely feel like when people talk about a man can't take what they dish out, typically it is, which, you're talking about the cheating aspect, those parts of the relationship. You're not talking really about the emotional parts of the relationships. And so I definitely agree with you 100%. I mean, but if we do address what he was talking about, I mean, what he addressed, I feel like it is true. When a man does insert himself with, emotion, it's not taken in a way of that you think it would be. Women tend to say, hey, I want a man to express himself. I want him to be a little bit more emotionally available. And sometimes once you get that, it's like, damn, that's my role. Like that's what I'm supposed to be. Like I want it, but I don't want it to the degree that I'm getting it. So I can understand from that standpoint, but a man cannot take him cheating and then his woman cheating on him. He just can't. It's not gonna happen. He could cheat, and if she cheats, like it's gonna be that weird conversation of, did you suck his dick? Was he bigger than me? Oh my God. I can't believe you did it to me, you dirty bitch. I can't. I'm done with you. Like, and he could have just cheated yesterday. Like, he could have literally just cheated on her yesterday. And he like, I'm done with you. And she like, what? Like, I'm taking you back over and over and over. And because I finally broke and I went outside of the relationship, you're not taking me back? Like, this is crazy. I can't come back from this because I can't stop thinking about it. I'm so hurt. Like, you destroyed me. You knew what you was doing.
It was emotional for you. You have an attachment to him.
We go to the same barbershop. I can't even go to that barbershop no more.
My haircut no more.
It's gonna look at me crazy. I got you.
I'm
You in these
embarrassed.
streets looking crazy with everybody. In fact, I just slept with a chick that and I can't I can't get past the fact that you might have slept with somebody that possibly my homeboy might know. And I don't even know if that's true.
You just seen the text. That's it.
Right. Yeah. No. A man can. So from that standpoint, no. A man cannot take what he dishes out. And we all know that. Like, in any man saying anything different, he's lying. Can you get over it? Maybe. But can you take it? Can you take it like a woman? That's what we need to talk about. Hell no. Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Not even a little bit.
No, Mr. J. The guy in the video didn't hit a nerve. The conversation hit a nerve. Get it together. Wilson, I said it will never be the same. It will never be tit for tat because most hurt women's frame of mind is when they go low, I go lower.
You go low on me if you want to. You go low with me. I'm going to hell.
You go low with me, I'm leaving.
So don't play with me. Yeah. Now that I will do, real quick. I will. I pack up. You'll be like, where's she at? She gone. She was here this morning when I left. She was. And you came home to anything else. I got time. Don't play with me. Do not play with me.
Don't play with you.
Because I
done got old now, and I can't tolerate like all that. Because if I'm at home with you and I'm with you, that's what it is. It ain't nobody else. So I expect the same from you. And if that ain't what we doing, then you need to tell me that so we can move accordingly.
Right, because I just don't feel like as a grown ass person, as a grown human being who's not being held hostage, you shouldn't be doing things that you don't want to do. If you don't want to be in a monogamous relationship with somebody, don't be in one.
Don't.
Like, it's really simple to me. Like, I don't understand the point of manipulating and lying to somebody at a very grown age into doing something that you know they don't want to do.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you were completely open and honest with people, they have some people who might be into that. They might be into having a whole open type relationship. Give people an option. Give them the chance to make that choice for themselves. Because if you out here sneaking and geeking and all of that, that ain't
you gotta be doing all that
at all. At all.
Let's talk about it.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know.
But I mean, we know from there's so many comedians that have talked about it, so many skits. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever watched the show Insecure, but there was a
Mhm.
the character Chad who was cheating on his fiance, and she left him at the altar. He was
Oh,
like, "I can't believe the bitch left me," and he was like, you fuck the strippers." He was like, nobody told her that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that episode.
yeah. It's just crazy to me. I don't know. I'll never understand unless you have some like real deep trauma from like some childhood like sexual trauma or something like that, where it's something that you have to go deal with that causes you to do these things, to act out these ways as a functioning human being. Why are you in a relationship when you don't have to be? You
Mm.
can just be single and go fuck whoever you want to.
That's my whole thing. Like that is beyond. That is a question that is beyond me. That nobody that me, I just can't get nobody to answer. Like, well, why you cheating? Give me a legitimate reason for you cheating, because it's not one. You just doing it because that's what you end all be all. That's just what you want to do, and you greedy.
What I hear men say often is that, oh, that's just how men are. Men are supposed to do that, like they supposed to sow their
No.
wild oats, and they. You're not an animal. You're undisciplined and selfish. That's just what it is.
Well, let me sow mine. How about that then? Let me sow mine. You want to sow yours? Let me sow mine. You don't want to do this, so why we doing this?
And like Woe said, he was like, women, like when they retaliate and they go out and like they're really like having sex with other people like in revenge. Like, why would you go out and tear your body up because somebody's doing that to you? And I'm with them on it because I'm not about to lower my standards because you out here acting ass. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm out of here.
I don't have that
I'm
kind
not
of
trying
energy
to
no
get
more.
you back. Like you're stupid. Like I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of energy no
When
more.
you're single, you can't fuck who you want to. You can fuck people who will let you. For a man, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know. I just think some men are immature, they're undisciplined, and they just have this huge ego where they feel like they have to keep figuring out or seeing if they can get whatever they can get, or they see women that feel like they just have to put their penis in them. I don't know. He said she just wanted to do it anyway. Why wouldn't she just do it then?
Mm.
Why does she need a reason? If she just wanted to do it anyway, she would just did it. These are
Right.
grown, functioning people, everybody. I don't think you need a reason to do anything if you want to do.
Just do it.
I don't understand. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. But that whole I do not believe that men can take what they dish. Don't believe it.
Mm.
Now we're gonna get into this topic that really set the internet ablaze this week.
Uh-oh.
I posted this in several groups, on pages, and the folks went crazy, y'all. They was mad. They was mad. So I'm gonna read. First of all, I got this off somebody else's show. Somebody posted this in the comments, literally word for word. I just screenshot, I took it, and I posted it. This is what a man said. This came from a man's brain to the internet. So
Okay.
the question is: are men visual or utilitarian? I'm gonna tell y'all what the man said. Now. I'm gonna tell you what he said. That ain't what that man said.
What?
He said men aren't visual. We're utilitarian. We see something and imagine what we can do with it, how that thing or woman can enhance our lives in some way. A woman with one child looking for a good man has to add a tremendous amount of value to be chosen. A woman with 4 kids is practically useless to
A
any
woman with
man
4 kids is practically useless?
except one who needs a place to stay or to deposit DNA. Do y'all agree?
I don't
Okay,
know.
so
I
he's
don't know.
saying a woman with one kid is you can mold her, but a woman with with
No.
3 or more, you
No,
can't do no work.
he said a woman with one child looking
Uh-huh.
for a good man has to add a tremendous amount of value to be chosen. A woman with 4 kids is practically useless to any man except one who needs a place to stay or a place to deposit his DNA.
Oh wow. A woman with 4 children. I can't say I agree with that because one of my sisters got 3 kids and she's a better woman than I ever be. Matter of fact, a couple of them, and they better than I ever. They're better women than I would ever be. They take care of their house. They take care of their kids. They
But
don't
do they
need
have
a man.
men who want? Do they have the man that they want?
They don't. They don't. They have just as hard a time dating as honestly as I do. And my children are grown. I have 2, and they're grown. Like my children are adults.
I think that women are the only ones that look at this in a different light than men do. Because women might look at another female and say, "Man, she's a great woman. She got 5 kids, but she's still a great woman. She hold a house down. All of this." Men don't look at it like that. Men don't look at women like that. You know, particularly no. So you know what I mean. So it's going to be a little bit harder for her to get a man that she really wants and to settle down with. Like I feel like men, and I said this in the comment, Didi, you saw it. I feel like men be gaslighting women, because we know it's a lot of women, a lot of women with baby daddies that's single. Because what a lot of men say, if that was true, then the numbers wouldn't be the way that they be. I feel like the whole depositing DNA, yes, a woman to have fun with, sleep with, have a good time with, yes, it's a lot of women that can get men. But the whole purpose is commitment, right? We want commitment. We want to be with one person, whether we get married or not, right? We still want to have that, commitment with one person. And that's where we fall short. So, as much as men will be like, oh, I mean, there's some great women with 4 or 5 kids. Yeah, but you'll be looking like, damn, you're a great woman, but you got 4 or 5 kids. Like, what can I do? What can I do with you with 4 or 5 kids, with multiple baby daddies and all of this? Like, what can I personally do in your life? Like, I'm not looking for that unless he got 4 or 5 kids and you probably ain't looking at him. Like, ooh, you got 4 or 5 kids, you got 4 or 5 baby mamas. Like, yeah, what we gonna do together? So those people that should be together ain't together because y'all both looking at each other like, oh, you a hoe and you a hoe and we can't do nothing.
And Daniel says, he says, I don't agree with it. My ex has 4 kids. Your ex. Why is she your ex? And I'm not saying this because of the kids, but why is she your ex? Did she leave you or did you leave her? Because we're talking about women with 4 kids who have the man that they want.
I'm not saying, because I'm not saying that you won't date somebody with 4 kids. I'm not saying that you won't sleep with somebody with 4 kids. But how often is, especially a man who maybe 1, no kids, literally marrying someone with 4 or 5 kids? Daniel, shut up. Shut up.
You're done. Your credibility out
there.
Shut
up. We ain't got time for this. You guys, you know, like don't play. Like,
I want to read some of the responses.
He's a gaslighter. Daniel gaslighting right now. Do you see? That's what I'm saying. You threw out. Hold on, before you go. You threw out what you threw out, but now you gaslight. Come on, man. Don't do that. Anyways, go ahead, Didi.
Talking about she had trust issues and I'm a flirt. Daniel.
Wow.
It's messed up because men have kids and get to move like they single. Not all of them.
Hey man, some women ain't letting you move like you. Like, you got responsibilities, homie. You better come get your kids.
Some of the comments on this topic. This is from guys. These are all from men.
Wow.
One guy said, "Hell no. My girlfriend has 4 and I gladly give her my paychecks. I can easily take care of my damn self and I don't have kids myself. Credit score 696. The fuck he mean?" Cody, what you look like?
Hey, Cody.
I'm sorry. This is another guy. The first paragraph is true, but the rest of that shit is hot garbage societal bullshit. We don't care about how many kids she got unless she got about 8. That was contradicted. And they're all younger than 8 with different daddies. 4 kids isn't bad.
Didi,
And
you see Daniel?
what he say? I'm just having fun. I'm having fun just like always. Y'all know that. See, Daniel crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
This
Daniel,
other
thank
guy
you. Thank you for posting that because you making our point.
right. This last guy said, "Yep, I don't see where he misspoke. A woman with 4 kids could definitely get a man. She might even can become that man's wife. But what about their quality of life? She's clearly a bad decision maker, and he's most likely a worker punching someone's clock. Living and surviving are two different things. The financial commitment alone would cripple a couple making less than $400,000 a year."
Mhm.
Mm. Mm.
I mean,
Adrian Taylor, right here on this panel, he said, he said,
Really?
"Ladies, are there guys out here that will accept you with 4 to 5 kids? Yes. What are the chances that they are a man that will make you his wife? Slim to none. Men need to stop gaslighting. Explain why there are so many single mothers out here if this was not true."
I can't argue with him.
So I don't know, like what I mean. Adrian is telling us from a male's perspective, but I've seen like a few people get wifed up with a lot of kids, and I'd be like, damn, like what?
Right. I
Like
can't
this
even
is
get a piece of
crazy.
damn tax back. And she
I'd
getting
be like,
married and she
that is
got 4 kids.
crazy. And they be having like 3, 4, 5 kids, like, and it be different baby daddies. I'm like,
4 baby daddies.
We're not saying that it's not possible,
right.
but it's not
but
probable.
but
And it's
what?
probably not with the guy that she actually wanted to marry.
Yeah, it just. I mean, but if it's if it looks crazy to me, it look crazy to us too. I'll be like, God damn, like that's a lot of kids. That's a lot of responsibility over there. Because I don't know how other people look at it, but if I'm dating somebody and we seriously dating, your kid, like we're not married yet, but I'm still gonna accept your children, like because if I'm accepting you, I gotta accept your kids because that's part of the
Yep.
package. So, like
A
for
lot.
me to get in a relationship and you have 4, 5 kids, all these different baby mamas, and I'm willing to put up with that, like that's a lot to take on. Like for men, I think it's an even more added part of it because now you got, you're dealing with all these other men that's involved in her life. It's just a lot. So I'm shocked when I see it, but I mean, yeah, it does happen. But
Well,
it
them
does.
men typically are stupid because they typically don't take care of their own kids and they take care of the chick they dating with kids better than those. But that's another conversation that we definitely need
Yeah,
to talk about on the show because I know a bunch of bum ass niggas like that.
And
yeah,
that's terrible. That's awful.
Yeah, because most of the time when you see these types of relationships where these people are intertwined, they're not very they're not people of high value. They're people just in the same vicinity and
Mm-hmm.
they're just trauma bonding and they're just entertaining each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not adding any value to anything, to be honest with you. They're just doing shit. So I don't know. But I think one of the things that and this kind of goes back to the earlier conversation we had about making bad decisions early on and not being able to climb out of that because now you limit your options later on in life because you made these bad decisions because you were young.
And I've seen good people like that, but because of the decisions that they made when they was younger, it's hard for them to date now. And if they would have been intentional with dating, when they was younger, they wouldn't have in these situations that they're going through because they were great people, but they
Yeah.
made bad choices. And now it's like, woo, it's one thing if you had 1 or 2, but now you got like 5 or 6, and
Right.
you a great person, and that's just hard for somebody to step in and say, you know what? Not only is the baby daddy not, in the kids' lives, right? So because now you got to take that responsibility on. It's like, okay, if I'm gonna be with her, I'm gonna
You
have
gotta
to
fuck
be
with her
that
kids.
that that figure. You know what I'm saying? In those kids, like, and that's a lot. That's a lot to put on somebody.
And I don't think women really take into account when it comes to men and how they process information, when it comes to being a protector and a provider and a leader in the family. Number one, legacy matters a lot for men. So you're taking on the responsibility of somebody else's lineage is not a small feat for men. they want to be in charge of their own legacy and what they create. So stepping into somebody else's shoes, that's already something that's big. When you got 4 or 5 of them, and
Yeah.
then when a man they coming in, they doing calculations in their head. If we go on vacation, I got to pay for this, and this. This how many kids. This how many. Like men are logical thinkers. They're thinking about all of these things that they have to provide for outside of themselves. And if they got kids, and you and your kids, like we're not talking about no hood love. We talking about real men of value who actually want to come in and provide for a family. So if that is adding 4 and 5 people, that's a heavy load. But I don't think women think on that level. They think on a survival level where, oh, we'll be all right. We gonna make it. We good. But, you know.
I believe it.
So y'all, I think Adrian might have posted this earlier this week, and he wanted to have this conversation because women constantly talk about how they settle. Adrian said men settle too.
They do. I agree.
They settle for the hoes with 4 or 5 kids.
Yep.
But I feel like, but everyone talks about a woman settling. No one talks about men settling like it doesn't happen. And you like, yo, men settle too. Men have to make that decision as well too. But it's just that because men make the choice, that it's just not something that you literally talk about much often. You know what I'm saying? But men do it too. And that's a conversation that women have to understand as well. Like, it's not y'all, it's not just, women. I got some homeboys that, when they was ready to settle down, they definitely came back off of some of the things that they were looking for to make it happen. So it happens on both sides of the spectrum. But the thing is, I feel like as well too, men can't really complain and say like, I settled. You know what I mean? Think about that. Think about that for a second. If a man was like, yeah, I settled. You're like, what? Like that's kind of foreign. You know what I'm saying? That's foreign for a man to say that. And then, women like, oh, he settled for her? Like, yeah, he did. But yeah, so that's just that weird conversation because, like I said, it's so sexy to be like, well, this woman, she settled. These women settled. All black women are settling. And it's like, well, men settle too. Just like what you said, maybe a guy has to settle for a woman with 4 kids, right? Maybe a guy, has to, and that's also depend on your geographical location, right? I think that makes you settle probably a little bit more than you really want to. And that's on men and women, but men do settle.
Yeah, I know we, like you said, we always do hear about that, but I never didn't think that men didn't settle. Like I thought that it was a part of life for men and women.
I agree.
And I don't know how often people settle. I personally think that people really qualify for what they qualify for. I think sometimes you might settle, but for the most part, the people you date are the people that you qualify for. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you might find
I'm with you on that too. Sometimes
might find
people
men who you might find, because I feel like okay, so you know how you got like Rick Ross, like he got a lot of money now. But who the fuck wants Rick Ross other than because he got money? So now he's settling because he date women. He's getting women that don't have as much money as him, but he would never be able to get those women if he didn't have this money.
Mm-hmm.
So who the fuck is settling?
So, and then, so also settling is kind of that interpretation, right? So meaning like you want something else, but then you end up choosing something different. So that's quote unquote settling. I ain't saying it's right or wrong, but some people, think they deserve more and they come down on their expectations of the situation, whether it's men or women. Now, we may look at it like, you got what you deserve. Like, what are you talking about? You settled. But in their mind, they should have gotten more. People weird.
Right. And I think that's the issue. People think that they deserve more when they don't.
That is part of the issue. I will agree.
I'm talking about everything. His weight, just like men don't like women who are out of shape. I'm talking about it all. I don't think his personality is that great. I think sometimes he's an asshole, or that's how he presents himself to be. He's arrogant. I'm not just talking about his looks, but without money, he would be ill. He's still ill to me.
Not ill.
And I say that because he's been in my DMs, and I'm like, no. I don't care how much money you got. Ill.
You just too picky, so that's just.
I'm not picky. I don't want nobody fat, period. That ain't even an option. That's not even up for discussion. Your stomach touch me, it's over.
Squeeze that thing.
No. Mr. J, shut up. That nothing sound personal. He's not my type. Nothing to do with personal. I just picked him out the air. I could have said anybody. Anthony Hamilton, it could have been anybody. Most people that got money now that's famous couldn't have never gotten the people that they got that they can get now. They only got them because they got money.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Biggie Small, same thing. Hell, P. Diddy, ugly mush mouth self. Jay-Z. Any of them. Pick a name out the sky.
I agree.
Is that the last? Oh, no, we got one more topic, y'all. Okay, if you start dating someone and later you find out that they dated your friend, who is at fault for not telling you? Your new boo or your friend?
My friend. My friend.
My friend should have told me. Yeah, my friend. I'm gonna have to go with friend. My friend should have told me.
I'm gonna go with my friend because my friend. My friend should give them a timeline of like, yo, if you don't tell them by such and such time, I'm telling them. So I'm just letting you know. So I'm gonna let you tell them, but ultimately, hey, I'm not, because this is me. I'm not finna let my friend fall for you like that without knowing that me and you talked. You know what I'm saying? So hold up. And also, if we just went out on a date, I ain't saying nothing. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, look, that's between y'all. We only went out, we ain't smashed or nothing like that. So whatever. I'm not. There's no sense of me bringing anything up at this point because we ain't do nothing. But if me and you smashed and we was like literally dating for real, hanging out or kicking it for real, it's like, look, that my dog. You got X amount of time to let him know. If you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell him. But if you don't, I'm going to tell him, just so you know. So it might be better coming from you than coming from me, because he going to feel some kind of way if it come from me. That's how I would play that.
I think
okay.
I think the friend needs to pick up. As soon as the friend find out that y'all dating or whatever, the friend should be the one that tell.
Yeah. I don't want to say where the question came from because I don't know if everybody got a chance to see it, but it's on the show.
Okay.
Dee, maybe you'll watch it, maybe you won't. I don't know. But me and Adrian,
I'm not going down that rabbit hole, y'all. No more ever getting light.
Dee, this one is bananas.
Don't say it every goddamn season.
Dee,
yo,
this one
Dee,
is
this one, they keep outdoing themselves. It is like, yo, let me tell you, Go and tell it, Drink. Go and spill a little bit of the tea.
Okay, Nene, this question came from a couple on Love is Blind. And there's a girl, her and the guy really feeling each other. They had some deep conversations, and I feel like maybe when they were having those deep conversations, this kind of could have came out. But it wasn't until she was like really ready to commit to him that he was like, hey, by the way, I think you should know. Like one of her friends in the pod, not one of them, like her closest person in the pod, like they didn't just hook up, like they were dating in a serious relationship.
Oh.
And the girl was like truly, truly, truly about him, because whenever she heard his voice, the girl, she automatically knew him. And he was like, what? Who is this? Like, he didn't even recognize her voice. And they had dated for a long time.
Damn.
Didi, hold up. And the kicker, she like, yeah, we just had sex 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Oh, see.
Didi, it was, you gotta, like, just for them, you gotta watch it, Didi.
I'm telling you, like, what? Because she is down for her, like talking to her, consoling her, the whole nine.
Yeah.
And then Buddy, like, yeah, we dated. Me and her dated. And it's like, what? You got to be kidding me. So she excused herself from the show. She like, I ain't doing it.
Nah.
So every time she came from out of the pods, this girl is looking for her because she want to hear all about it. She want to console her. Like, what did he say? Like all of that.
Yeah.
Doing all of that. And
so
then
she didn't tell him. Her. And so when she told her, like, okay, I know y'all dated, she started spilling all the beans. Like, yeah, we dated. I'm not. I mean, he was a great guy. I'm not sure what happened. We stayed in contact. In fact, we just had sex 3 months ago. But I'm not with him though, and I ain't worried about it. Like, you do you, boo. Like, what? Like, you should have kept that 3 months ago to yourself if that was the case.
Why would you even see? That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
His dog loves me. He got a dog. His dog loves me. I've met his friends before. He's taking me to work, work events. Like, just all of it.
She spilled, like, she telling her all the details of basically their relationship.
The girl was like, I don't want to hear this. And she just kept going. Right. Like, just kept dumping everything on her.
It's like you hear too much that it's like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this.
She still want him.
Oh yeah. Apparently they're gonna address that on the show in the episodes ahead.
Child, listen. That's a red flag waving in the wind.
Oh yeah, definitely from the friend point. But if you do decide to watch it in this situation, the friend definitely should have, because I feel like, what? Like you are listening to me talk about him. You're listening to all this stuff. Like, you cannot have my best interest at heart. But him as well.
She was collecting data.
Her and the man, the girl, Aaliyah's her name. Aaliyah and the guy, his name is Uche, they had a conversation, and she opened up to him saying that she had cheated in a previous relationship from like 2 years ago. And the way he was coming at her and about it, I was like, damn. But like, he never said, hey, by the way, I'm hooking up with old girl that you're friends with. Like, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
You gotta watch it,
Didi. Hey, Didi.
You gotta watch it.
I'll think about it.
Ain't no sense to stop watching it now, because
I'll think about it. I'm not about to go into this rabbit hole with y'all with this crazy ass show.
You know you like it every time you get
down. No, I don't. That show irks my soul. Getting on my damn.
You say that, but then you end up watching every episode just like us.
This season got some doozies. Like, you think, okay, this is gonna be the crazy crew, but no, they keep topping each other.
They keep topping it. They keep outdoing themselves.
All right, y'all. Well, we got about 9 minutes to the end of the show. Do y'all have anything that you would like to promote for the week, let the people know how they can follow you on social media. Or if you have any events coming up, what you would like to tell them. You got anything coming up, Delisa?
I don't know events, no nothing. Just follow me on Instagram, Pure Kryptonite.
All
Or
right.
you can follow me on Facebook, Lisa Smith, Atlanta, Georgia.
Looking for a
All
boo.
right. ATL, shouted.
You know what? Looking for a boo.
Look, Fred, but we look, Fred, we gonna get y'all together, Fred. Yes. What you got going on, Drena?
Getting ready for the Gulf Coast Brunch Festival. Getting ready for Beyonce tomorrow.
Yes,
Beyonce.
yeah, be like
But yeah, that's all I have going on. Just getting everything in order for the brunch festival. Gulf Coast Brunch Festival. You can find tickets on Eventbrite.
all right.
I want to go. Can I go?
Oh, come on
When
down.
is it? When is it?
November 12th. It's on a Sunday.
Hmm.
I want to go. Gulfport don't want me no more. They threw me away though.
I think you threw Gulfport away.
Didi, don't say that, because then people gonna really start believing what you're saying.
Come on, Adrian. Don't put you in the lineup and be like, in our added lineup, we have a meet and greet with Mr. GT, Mr. Adrian Taylor himself.
I do need to come home. I've been saying like for the last year and a half that I was gonna come home and visit, and I just have not come home and visit. But I need to. I need to go on and come on home. Give me something to eat. You know.
I would say come for Mardi Gras, but it's early next year.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's gonna be super cold.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that one. But you know,
I spelled it wrong.
I might could come to an event, support, something like that. Yeah, I can do that. But Mardi Gras, I can't. I'm too old, Drena. I'm too old.
Your kids will love it.
My kids? Who? Which one?
Oh, you wouldn't bring them?
What? Adrian, the only one? You act like I got older kids, Drena. I got babies.
Yeah. I know, but the oldest one and even the second one, they will be able to catch stuff. Like kids love being out there.
Yeah, Adrian, about the only one that would be like.
Debbie said you waiting for the third child he wants so you could be away from the chaos.
Hey man.
Debbie got to come down. You got to bring Debbie. I got to hit up all the good food spots.
Debbie don't be wanting to come to no Gulfport. Like Debbie don't care about going to Gulfport. Debbie be like, whatever. If I say let's go, she'll go. But Debbie ain't trying to go.
Ain't nobody trying to go to Gulfport, baby. What you got going on, Adrian?
Hey man, I'm working, man. So getting booked and busy. That's what they say. Blessed. So doing more training and working in that capacity, doing organizational development work. With a couple of different companies now and helping build their culture. So yeah, man, I'm just booked and busy, coaching, doing that.
Hey, booked and busy.
Hey man, that's a blessing. And right now I'm in my season. So you know what they say, you get in your season. I'm just capitalizing and maximizing.
I know that.
I didn't mean to say it like that, but it just came out like that. And I'm like, you feel me?
All right. Over here rhyming and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
What you got?
My birthday is Saturday. My birthday Saturday. Did my photo shoot last week. 2 weeks from less than 2 weeks from now. October 7th, my induction ceremony, Hall of Fame induction ceremony for my high school track and field. So I'm excited to go home and celebrate with my family and get inducted finally. And that's about all. My niece is getting married on the 14th. Shit, child. I think the 14th of October. I'll be there.
You booked the next 3 weekends.
Yes. And then the 22nd is my daughter's gender reveal. So I'll be booked for the next few weeks, and I'm excited about it. And I can't wait to go to each event. I'm happy. I might find me another boo at the wedding.
Adrian, when is your birthday?
October 15th.
Libra season, baby.
Yeah,
Libra
Libra
season.
season. It's coming. You feel me?
Yes,
And
Been
you,
doing
if
it.
you and Debbie, right, both in
No,
October.
Derek. It's in October, but she not a Libra though.
yeah, Scorpio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are excited. We appreciate you, Lisa, for coming back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
love having you. Next time we're gonna bring you back with Fred on the show.
Come on,
Yeah.
baby. Bring me back with Fred on the show. Let's do it.
We're gonna have y'all both on.
Let's do it.
We're gonna have us a good old time. But we appreciate everybody in the comments for coming to join us every Tuesday. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the post, comment, turn your notifications on so you know when we're live. Share the link to our page, let your people know about it. Shout out to IMO Media Group for always holding us down. Shout out to Black with No Chaser
Ow.
Internet Radio. We will be on there with the rebroadcast of the audio version of this episode tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you do not have Black with No Chaser Internet Radio, download the app right now, BWNC Internet Radio, and listen to us tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, check us out next week. We'll be back again on Tuesday, same time, same place.
Okay.
And we'll
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.